friends, fiends, and that strange guy in the booth in the back.
Me?
Yeah, you. Last time I was here, I told you all about how the party kicked Bonhart's ass and freed the Gnomes. Well, they soured that whole mine, gathered the resources and info they needed, and then made their way topside to deal with Yewsiff's little problem. Along the way, they found a neat merchant lady and bought a bunch of potions. We pick right up as they head to their encounter with Barnok. All that and more in these Demon Days.
After the excursion into the potion tent, the pop-up potion tent. That is not what it's called, but
Pop-up potion tent.
After the excursion into that, well, they are at the end.
Norinth's potion pop-up.
Okay. Palos potent potion pop-up. Well, shit, that's its name. Okay. After you leave that tent, you start to make your way towards what is known as the Beholder's Wash. Thanks to Taslin's guidance and navigation, it takes you a little bit, just because it's a bit tucked away, a bit touristy, and as you start to get closer to the location, it gets a lot quieter. There's general night sounds, crickets, birds, every now and then like a coughing cat or something. But once you start getting closer to the area, and you can see it in the distance, this stone beholder fountain a little ways off, things start to get pretty quiet. You have a brief moment before you go forward.
I'm going to do just like the whole situation here. Like, what's the vibe? What are we looking at? Is there a place Taslin and I can go to get some sort of cover before he goes walking out into the middle of the whatever?
Yeah, the way this neighborhood's starting to stretch out is there is a bit of an archway along the southern end of where you're walking, and this archway just seems to be a good spot for guards and soldiers to peruse, like to kind of keep an eye on the area. And further south there are tents. You can gauge that there's a marketplace that's currently closed, but there's a tent mercantile block, and this seems to be an area of commerce, or at least during the day an area of commerce. On the north side, as you're traveling, there are still buildings, and it seems to be kind of funneling you into this kind of quad area, where to the south there's that multi-story walkway where guards can be and watches, but it's just randomly lit torches. There's no one up there that you can see from your distance. Doesn't mean that's not the case. It's just you lose visibility at the top of the stairs.
Yewsiff, we think you're meant to meet him up in the market. Is that?
He said by the statue of the beholder.
Taz, you don't happen to know where that is in the world, do you?
It's where we are, isn't it?
You're just before it. So it's straight ahead and Feder with your, 26?
Passive perception.
You do see something or someone sitting on top of...
Kind of hard to miss. It's big.
Kobold.
Thank you, Kobold.
You do see a form on the very tip top of this circular bulbous statue that...
Just sitting on it or standing on it?
Sitting on it. That's what you can kind of suss. But you're starting to get funneled into this... If you move forward, you'll get funneled into this quad area that has a southern wall, those stairs that arches, so you could kind of continue going south into this basic tent marketplace, and then it just becomes strictly buildings to the north with little alleys and things. So there's kind of like this pocket, and looks kind of like a fairly open area, but with high points.
Okay.
And high points and hidden areas, and it is pretty dark. Not like where you guys can't see. It's just dead of night.
The tents, is there a sturdy enough infrastructure that I feel like I could stand on them, or
no, mainly more to keep out the
It's
sun.
just pop-ups and little fabric things. All right.
And you're kind of coming in on the north end of this. So the wall has, as you move forward, the wall that operates as sort of a watch for this neighborhood, that is now one wall. Like you're kind of in this like alley. Not alley, but you're being funneled into this area. So you'd have to go further in to where the fountain is and then start to veer south to actually get into the tents.
Okay. Well, Yewsiff, there's your boy up there. I kind of whisper to him as we're walking up. Squint real close. You'll see him on top of the statue. I mean, Taz, it feels like maybe you could be up on the wall doing air support if you wanted to. And I could probably just try to sneak forward after you, Yewsiff, if you wanted. But I'm guessing someone this high up probably can see through most of my usual bullshit. So I'll just have to be sneaky. So what's the plan here, boss? What do you want us to do?
Normal chaos sounds about right. He grabs his necklace and he's put a minute on your clock. This will run out after that. And he casts bless on everybody using his necklace of prayer beads.
Do we have to stay close to you for that to work?
But like he sends it and then it's we have it for a minute. It's concentration. So we'll see if it gets to that. And he'll walk in.
As you start to move forward, the path along...
I'm going to drink the potion of fire giant strength too.
Okay. As you move forward, to your south, the wall has I don't know what you would call it, but more of an outposty section that's a little bit more wider for more guards to congregate before it thins back to a normal walking wall again. And as you crest into this area, this touristy Beholder's Wash area, you roll a perception. Because you think, like, maybe I should, as you're walking forward, there's that nervous, like, do I see anything?
A 10.
A 10? Yeah, your passives aren't picking up. You can't
passive? 13.
Well, your passive, what, is 13?
Yeah. Nope, sorry, it's 11.
Neither of them are enough. You nervously look as you're moving forward, and you start to see the form of Barnok on the statue. That nervous, like, is there anyone else here? I'm walking into a trap. There could be anyone else. You don't immediately see anything. You two, what are you doing as...
Bonus action to hide.
Okay.
And then I want to get, like, inside the arches and try to figure out, like, either up against a wall or try to find whatever sort of cover. I want Yewsiff to get a good... I know I can catch him in 60 feet, right? So I want to get him out in front of me a bit. And then I want to kind of hug to the shadows and kind of just take up a post kind of against the wall on the other side, crouch down. And then I want to, like, slowly, like, well, first I kind of want to get a layout once I'm inside there.
Okay.
And then figure out if I need to, like, move up with him or just kind of stay posted at the wall.
And so you're staying towards the northern buildings, the real structures, kind of hiding, like...
Inside the wall and then hugged up against whatever walls and buildings I can be to try to stay hidden.
Okay. And as he's moving in, and as you're starting to get a lay of the land, there are some things you'll start to notice pretty quickly that Yewsiff hasn't. But Taslin, what do you do?
But before Feder actually goes off, there's a second where I'm kind of like miming, like, hey, help me have a boost so I can get up. And then he walks off and I'm like, okay.
What's funny is, like, as I'm looking at the map now, there are some stairs leading to that outpost area that leads to the next section of the wall.
Yeah, so
but like as you're like, lift me, and he passes you, you're just like, what? There's stairs.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, and then I turn and I'm like, oh, convenient. Okay.
I'm definitely be vigilant, and I just like walk and slink into and I'm just gone. Like I'm fully Batman.
Damn your eyes.
I'm just gone.
All right.
No uppies. No uppies.
So you start to move up the stairs, and it's not really like a gazebo, but that's structurally what it's more like. There's some pillars that keep the structure up. A higher point, you could take this.
There's an actual term for that, but I don't remember.
I'm
what
having
it
just
is.
a complete empty space.
It's not a keep. It's a...
No. He's talking about like
Ramparts?
essentially like it's
Like a
kind of
rampart-like
it's
thing.
not quite a rampart, but it's often attached to a rampart or it's part of a
I
rampart.
can't quite show it to you yet, but like
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Castle tits.
yeah.
A nubbin. Castle nubbins.
Castle tits.
So when you first get up to the stair, you can see the path
Is
of
it
the wall.
actually called a palisade? Maybe it is. I don't know.
Maybe.
Anyway.
But you can see down towards the east, and you do see some with your passive of 14. Yeah, you do see some forms huddled with what look to be like longbows along the roof of this walkway. You don't see anything above, but there is a loose iron, like a small iron stair that goes up to this like top point. You don't notice anything there, hear any breathing with your passive or anything. But yeah, straight down the line, you see some folks. And Feder, as Yewsiff's coming in and he's about to trigger le cutscene, you do see some. You see Taslin starting to get up there, and straight ahead you see, as Yewsiff starts to see, you see this Barnok guy sitting hunched on the top of the beholder's head, and you see some forms that have a faint red, like hound-like forms that have a faintish red glow in the fountain, chilling and looking up at him. You also clock on the northern buildings at least 1 to 2 figures. The one closest to you on the north side has a bow and arrow, but there's a shifty figure further off that doesn't quite seem to fit the same physique or profile, but they're just slinking around on another roof further away. And you're getting a picture of there is some aerial support kind of surrounding the area. It's night, so it's still hard to tell how many, but you're getting between you and Taslin, you guys are getting a fairly clear picture of
And
the sense of things.
Not guards. He's got they're with
These are clandestine, yeah.
Yeah.
There is some amount of hiding going on. Yewsiff, you don't unfortunately see any of this as you move forward.
I didn't figure I would. That's why.
I want to, John. I just want to. I want to try to acrobat. If I bonus action to hide, then move. Then if I can I'll use that cunning action to dash. And try to parkour. We promised. Here it is. I want to acrobatics my way up to the roof somehow.
Are you going to be losing pieces of clothing as you do that? Because you're always just a little bit more effective
Just taking clothes off.
when you got
Just naked in the moonlight
The naked.
is my favorite way to fight. Yes.
So amidst all those, a
Naked in
stealth
the
check as well.
moonlight.
It's actually Escanaba in the moonlight.
So you want a stealth and acrobatics, or
The stealth over the acrobatics.
oh boy, that's good. 16
Stealth robotics.
plus 8 is 24.
24. Yeah, you managed to get up to the roof, and you do have a clear line. You're on the same roof as the first aerial cover is. Someone's perched up with their longbow, and you have a closer view. They don't notice you, but they're not. It's not drawn, but they're kneeling in the position of where they would be ready to fire if they could. They're just waiting to see what's going on. They don't immediately notice you. But your direct line from where you're standing now on the roof, ahead you see someone who doesn't have any bows or arrows or any tools or implements. They seem to be just kind of like holding their hands together with some energy going along the fingers. Like they seem to have some sort of magical element to them.
Fuck this caster up.
But now
Let's go.
the closest one is the
archer.
the archer, and then you would have to do a hop over to the other roof of the other building.
I love running
probably
on
like a
roofs,
civic
John.
center of some kind or something. But like,
Are you also doing like the arms behind Naruto?
No, not now. I've gotten up there and I'm just crouched and I'm waiting.
Or the one knife in front?
Oh yeah,
and
the one at the side, the classic, the Skyrim load screen. rogue. Those.
we'll come to what other preparations you have left. But first, you hear a Yewsiff Colonel Lax.
I like look back towards Taz.
Yewsiff?
My boy.
Yewsiff.
I thought you weren't going to show, and I'd have to blow up another fine establishment. You're here, and maybe one can hope ready to surrender.
Is he from like the Wild West of the Hells? Like,
I think we both know how that's going to go, and he pulls his sword. Let's get to it. I got a lot of things to do tonight.
Indeed. Well, I was going to offer you a way home willingly.
No, not happening. I am home.
Fine.
I'm going to...
He snaps his fingers, and there's two... You see two hound-like creatures start to brighten up at the cracks in the seams as they stand to full, like, you know, like almost like the gargoyles in Ghostbusters, as they lock eyes on you. And almost...
I was going to say, we're having a keymaster gatekeeper
Ooh,
situation.
Gatekeeper.
And I guess, as he says that and Yewsiff gets his sword off, you have at least, between the two of you, you see what's going on. You have one possible quick action you can do before we jump right into initiative. Because he's just walking in there, sword out, let's do this. And
How far away is this archer from me?
this is approximately where I have you.
So the folks along the palisade are guards, or are they not guards?
They seem to be archers of some kind.
Okay.
Not city guard, though. No.
All right, and
They're cloaked in black hood,
and the
dark leathers.
the caster is across me to kind of the east.
Yep, with no icon.
Okay, but there is. Oh, that boy is real close to me.
I'm around 60 feet. Yeah. Within 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3,
Okay.
4, 5, 6. So this is just kind of a visual as Yewsiff is walking in. He's brandishing his weapon. He's like, "Let's just do this. I got places to be." You realize that there's going to be no preamble to this. So you have something you can do now, and then we start.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I'm using a spell.
if the archer is if I'm on the same roof, if I hop up and I'm crouched down and that archer is 10, 15 feet from me, I'm gonna get up behind him and just try to like pull back and like it's like one of those back of the neck kind of vibes. I'm trying to just like and pull him like back into the shadow
Okay.
with me.
Roll an attack.
Oh boy,
And
Snorkatork.
you'll have to make some rolls for me, John, when you're ready.
Snorkatork. 18 with Death's Parlay.
Yep.
So that's a 26 to hit. Oh boy, I haven't done this in a while.
26.
Snorkatork. Yeah.
Let's see who will be on the board come combat and who will be off the board come combat.
Let's see. 18. Oh, that's good. 22. 31 plus. So 35 points of damage on the first.
35 points
Yep.
of damage. You've removed them from the board.
And I'll just like, okay, so yeah, I'm just going to do that and then just like pull him back and then just like post up. Yeah, I can move quick. Yeah, I'll just, you know what? Actually, what I'll do is I'll pull him back and then move back into where he was.
Okay.
So if anyone sees like a moonlight silhouette,
Yeah.
there will be like a moonlight silhouette there. You
So
know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. As he's moving forward, getting ready to just let's do it. We can kind of pan
You're
up
gonna
and you
show
see
up
the
with the rose in your mouth like tuxedo
Yeah,
mask.
dude, that's all I've ever wanted to be is Loki, tuxedo mask, Spike.
yeah.
It's all of my inspirations all in one person.
Nice. Yewsiff doesn't see this, but there's a shadow up there of the archer who just suddenly sees there's another shadow behind them and they get pulled back. Whew. They're out of the picture. And then another form comes there. Feder. And Tazin, what do you do?
So I am going to. I should already kind of be in the little
you're kind of-
parapet. Yeah, there you go. I am. Do I want to do this on the main guy or do I want to do this on one of the archers? What do you think? What do you think would be more helpful for you?
I did not hear the question. Sorry. What?
Should I do a thing that I'm planning on doing to one of the archers or to Barbie?
I mean,
The archers.
The archers?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, the archer that's closest to me, he needs to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save of a 14.
Nope, he failed. So,
Bummer.
he starts to hear some, like, whispering in his ear that gets louder and louder and louder. And he's gonna take 16 points of psychic damage.
Ooh.
And he must, like, on his turn, immediately use his reaction to run away from me.
Okay. Woofta. As the stuff below is starting to happen, you cast your spell, and the person kneeling, like they're waiting for their cue to attack, and they just start to, oh, no, oh. And
They might actually scream, too, because it's very painful.
They shriek out and stumble a bit, and they have trouble getting up. They're not doing so well. Like, they don't need much to die. And they are in rough shape. And that's where we converge and roll initiative.
Oh boy!
Oh, not great. Not the great.
Okay.
18.
Nice. Fetter.
8.
Okay. Taslin.
13.
Not bad. What a strange assortment of initiatives. Yewsiff, you go first. Clearly, Barnok was more ready to parlay than to fight, at least to begin with. As you're coming forward, you find that you have the first.
So
first move.
between walk up and talking and this round, how many have passed since I cast the spell? I'm curious how much
The bless?
bless is still on.
You could have been closer.
Like 4 rounds gone? 5 rounds gone?
Maybe. Closer to that, yeah.
Okay. He's going to run up, just straight up, and hit one of the hellhounds as it's kind of coming to.
Okay. You're right. It is a hellhound. As you run up to it, you see the familiar, like, okay, so he brought some
Is it
infernal
like,
canine.
was it just like was it actually waking up? Like, was it coming out of any stasis or anything, or is it just like coming to attention?
It's coming to attention.
Okay.
It kind of in the fountain was like, let's cool down, let's keep it low until I need you, and then let's go.
Got it.
Sort of like sit, dog, stay, wait for it. Okay, now.
And smite. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We're just gonna run up and hit it twice. That's a 17 and a nat 20, John.
Oh, yeah.
So
17 and that 20, yeah, both hit.
Jesus, this character's dumb. Okay. So, first attack. Oh, God. What does a 25 strength give me? Is that a plus what?
25 strength.
Because that's what the fire giant potion does.
Oh yeah.
Well, your attacks would go up.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I mean. But, like, what's the modifier? Because right now, is it just the same as, like, is it every other one?
Yes.
It goes up. So, 25 would be a plus 7? No. Let's see. 20 is plus 5, so 20, 21, 5, 22, 23, 2.
Ability scores and modifiers. Was it 25? Yeah, plus 7.
Plus 7?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if the Radiant does anything to these things anymore. But, so, regular damage is 21 points for the first hit plus 3 Radiant.
Okay, so wait.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
20 what plus radiant?
I forgot I do Radiant damage now, period. 6. Plus 9 Radiant damage.
So, sorry, the total.
21 regular damage, 9 Radiant for the first hit.
So just 21 in total.
21 damage plus 9 Radiant
Okay,
damage.
21.
So 30 total. I don't know
Gotcha.
if the Radiant does anything more to these things.
As you strike it, the first strike, it doesn't appear to have an extra effect on the skin
Okay, cool.
of the...
Second attack, which is the nat 20. The second hit is 56 points of damage.
Oh! You shatter the hellhound with your 2 strikes, aggressively, effectively. And as you do your strike, you've completed your movement. Mm-hmm. Almost immediately, as your turn is ending, you see a great infernal bow in Barnok's hand.
Okay.
And he... Well, not a giant bow. It's more of a short bow, but infernally designed, aims at your way, and does a short bow attack against you. 25 to hit.
Yep.
Only 6 damage. But you get the sense that he has... Even though he was a bit surprised at first, he's fairly quick on the draw and was able to get in an extra attack. And he just snarls at you. As we move to...
6 points, you said?
6 points.
Okay.
6 piercing. And it is a bow of... an arrow from Cania. Not necessarily extra damage, but you see that it is a little chilly. Extra dark in the iron. Made specifically for you. Next on the turn is the other Hellhound, who turns around, shifts around in the fountain, and is going to fire breath you. Basically covering you in a cone right there to the south. It burns the tents underneath the walkway, but doesn't get anyone above that. But you do notice them now as he fires it at you.
Is there a reflex save or anything?
Yeah, let's see. Each creature in that area must make a dex saving throw as it just gears back and in a fiery rage.
You said dex saving throw?
Dex saving throw.
Okay. 16?
Saves. You take 11 fire damage.
Okay. Rounding up or down for me,
That was...
because I'm resistant to fire damage. So do I take 5 or 6?
Yeah, it would be rounding up.
Okay, so 6.
And before his turn is done, you see the bow from above you. A Barnok go again.
Is the bow firing by itself?
He's firing it using a legendary action.
Gotcha.
19 to hit.
Nope.
There, hits to your feet and misses. And that brings us to the one farthest on the roof, kind of down the path from Feder, who doesn't catch Feder, but is invested in the thing ahead. And it's this dark-haired human. Seems to be they don't seem to be a part of this party, but more of compelled. There's this agitation, this energy to them that they want to do a good job, and they are going to another dex saving throw for Yewsiff as he moves his hands together. And at first it looks like he's just pantomiming something, but there's like a weird green spark that down to where you are.
He's casting a spell on me?
Yes.
Okay. Another dex saving throw?
Dex saving throw.
It's going to be a 26.
Does save. So that would be 8 fire damage, 6 necrotic damage. As the 10-foot space around you doesn't quite get... it does get the hound for a little bit. Similar, you recognize it as soon as it bursts and explodes. It's similar to what was being shot at you when you were chasing the other hand members.
Mm-hmm.
So there seems to be some warlock action going on here.
Okay.
And they are going to move basically down to level.
Okay.
And end their turn there. Seeing their friend, the scout on the wall, the scout that's closest to Tazlin on the south wall, who's starting to writhe in pain, is near death. Past her is another scout who will turn up and see their friend, not see where the pain is coming from. We got a job to do, and we'll try to fire an arrow at Yewsiff, their target, their intended and hired target. 20 to hit.
Just
Hits. An arrow hits you for 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
Tazlin, you are up.
Well, they're still there. So the 2 archers that are just past the one that I put Dissonant Whispers on, that are kind of close to each other.
Yep.
I am going to cast Shatter in the middle of them, so it hits both of them.
Nice.
So now I need to...
How big's the radius? Can you hit all 3?
No, it's a 10-foot radius.
So 20 feet, right? So the other person is just outside of it?
Just outside of it.
Motherfucker.
I know.
Do they have to save on shatter?
No.
I was gonna say, you know that other person's gonna move. You could hold and let the other person run away from you.
Oh no, they do make a saving throw. It's a con saving throw.
Oh.
But also, does it do the damage to structures as well?
Oh, does the structure have to save?
Yeah, a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell's area.
Yeah, fucker.
All right.
And a creature made of inorganic material, such as stone, crystal, or metal, has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Okay, 2 extra dice. So, the farthest scout away from you, they rolled a nat 20. The one closest to you in this shatter spell range.
Actually, hold on. I'm doing the same thing, but before we do all these rolls, I'm going to do it with a different spell. Same thing.
Okay. So the wall doesn't have to roll.
Well, I'm doing synaptic static.
Okay, so
So, yeah, the wall won't have to roll. It's just for the creatures.
the wall is sitting there like,
It's just for the archers. They do have to make an intelligence save, not a con save. And it's a 20-foot radius, which means it still won't hit the third guy. But
what save again?
intelligence.
Intelligence. Cool, so that's just a straight roll for these scouts. 12 and 10.
Nope and nope. They are each going to take 32 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, their brains just shatter. And they basically get up to fire their arrows off and they're just down. They're mid like,
It's like scanners.
yep. The only one who's still left on that wall is just writhing in pain, holding their.
And I'm going to very calmly just walk up in front of the one archer that's terrified of me or writhing in pain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is their turn next.
Run away.
So they have to. They're afraid of you, so they have to run away. Yeah.
Yes. They have to use all of their movement to get as far away from me as possible.
Okay, so have to get up and.
And that's their reaction, by the way. It uses up their reaction.
Got it. So they only make it to the bloodied corpse, the bloodied headless corpse of their comrade.
Their movement's only 20?
No, well, she was on the ground.
Yeah, she had to get up.
Oh.
So Federer, you're up next.
This motherfucker. I'm gonna stay to the north roofs. I'm gonna try to take my 30 feet of movement. Well, let's do this just so we're doing it all by the numbers. Would you say I'm still hidden? Or do I still?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll save the bonus action to hide. I'm going to, now we'll do the Naruto run. Kind of, or even then, it's more like a controlled slide down this roof, and when I hit the lip, I kip over to the other roof east of me, where the warlock was previously.
Okay.
And then I want to get to the max of that 30 feet.
Yep.
And I'm assuming that I'm at this point I'm within 60 feet
Yes.
of that fucker. So 2 daggers thrown. I'll throw a dragon tooth and a regular one. So I got sharpshooter.
Okay.
All right, dragon tooth first.
Roll some attacks.
Johnny, if one of them's close, you have bless. You can add a D4 to one if you need
Oh,
it.
that's great.
It's only once, but that's what you get with
16 plus 9 is 25 to hit.
Yeah, 25 to hit.
That's damage too, or just the attack, Drew?
it. Just the attack. Or actually,
So
It
attack,
is.
and, attack and damage.
whenever a target makes an attack or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a D4 and add the number rolled to the attack or a saving throw.
Okay, so but not the damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna have to do. Oh man, so many 6s tonight. I love it. 18, 20, 32 points of damage. Plus, was it a D6 of poison? Plus 4 points of poison damage as a cherry on top.
So 36 plus
40.
40.
And that's the first dagger.
You get him in rough shape. As he's climbing down, thinking, "Okay, I'm gonna get." He's trying to be a helpful human.
He's
thrall.
doing the cronk.
Yep. And he's climbing down, like, "Okay, I'm gonna get a better vantage point," and first dagger.
All right.
And he's like, "Oh."
Well, if he's still standing, then he's getting a second dagger too. 18 plus bless plus numbers, so that's gonna hit 2.
That does hit. That does hit.
But sadly, this is only 6 points of damage.
Okay. Still painful. And he winces as one's just lodged, like he can't pull that out without some serious medical attention. And the other one gets him in a...
And the fact that he's still standing, I'm like, motherfucker.
Yeah, this one's, he's got a little bit of hardiness to him. After Fetter's turn, Barnok looks around and using his last... Well, let's see. What's his? He didn't see Fetter. He was seeing something going on. Well, you threw daggers, so you'd be visible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he'll shoot a bow at your direction. Just hits 18.
Uncanny dodge.
So then 3 damage. As an infernal Cania iron arrow gets you, but not nearly as bad as it could have. Mm-hmm. You saw it coming, but it was fast.
Yeah. I'm going to flash a look just at the end of my turn. I'm going to flash a look down to Yewsiff and see if I can get his attention as far as, like, does he want us there? Or I'm just going to stay to the periphery and let him do his business unless he flags us in. So I'm just going to try to make eye contact with him.
Okay.
And just check and see he's all right.
He sees him firing off towards a rooftop, and he's like, oh, he's facing the other way now. He doesn't look at you, but you see the look in his eyes like, I'm going to fuck you up.
Okay. Yeah, he's fine.
The scout to the farthest building gets off 2 shots. And because they get off 2 shots, one ends up going wild and missing you completely, hitting the base of the beholder statue. The other one, though, lands directly true for a critical natural 20 hit on you.
If only I wasn't wearing this armor you gave me.
Yeah.
Doesn't allow
Doesn't
crit.
allow
Negates
crits, 'cause
crits.
it's adamantine armor.
Baby.
As it hits in there, it just... You still take some damage.
Yeah.
But you realize that, like, it was just absorbed. Like, the arrow just falls down. As that was like a true chest shot that was so blunted by it. You still end up taking the basic 6.
Okay.
And the scout looks relatively confused by this. Now Barnok, he jumps down on the corpse of his hellhound, just crushing the rest of it. Looking at you, and he makes his... He comes in fast with his greatsword. As he pulls it out and attacks you, he makes 2 greatsword attacks against you. He swipes and swipes, and you dodge him.
Kobold, hush.
And,
Thank you for jumping in the melee range.
ends his turn.
So I'm up.
You're up.
I'm going to shout as a free action. Whether you got paid before this or you're waiting for it, either take your money and run, because you're not going to get any after this, I promise you. And he's going to attack. Twice. Oh, God. He's going to use aid himself.
Aid yourself.
Better jiggity check themselves before they wreck themselves, Wyatt. 23 hit?
A 23 does hit.
Okay, so they both hit. Now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational radiant station. Let's see. First hit is 34 points of damage. Does radiant matter for him, or no? If it can, I'll give it to you separately.
It doesn't seem to.
Okay, cool.
So what was it? What was the first one? 30...
34.
34? Okay.
Second attack. Thanks to great weapon fighting, I get to re-roll these 2 ones.
Yeah.
I forgot about this last time.
Great weapon fighting.
And that too. There we go. Okay, so 38 points of damage on that hit.
Nice. He tanks each of those hits and just braces as those attacks land true. He takes the pain, feels the pain, and he's smiling. And that's your turn?
He's going to... Is it a move action to drink a potion?
We've always said that it's a bonus action.
Yeah.
That's in the Wayback Machine. That's in the...
Yeah, we've
Cool.
established the bonus
I'm
action.
going to pull a potion and drink it.
Okay. The healing potion?
No, the invulnerability one.
Okay.
Baby!
Because we're pushing all the buttons now.
All right. Next, the Hellhound.
He smashes the bottle on this fucking dog as he walks up.
The dog comes up. Comes up and just tries to take a bite out of you. Mm-hmm. And tries to take a bite out of you.
Oh, cool. Did he bite me?
Yeah, it's 21 to hit.
Nice.
That would be 7 piercing damage and 7 fire damage. As the molten fire bite of the Hellhound just grabs in on your leg. It wants to take a bite out of you. And
It's like hot sauce.
And after his turn, this round's legendary action. Let's see what Barnok does. Yeah, he'll do an extra great sword attack on you. As the Hellhound bites onto you and you react in pain, he comes swinging with a 23 to hit.
Yep.
That would be 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then, bringing us to our Mr. Knifed, but still running, Warlock. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, kind of staggering over here. It's going to, okay. So moving his hands around, looking at Yewsiff. And Yewsiff, I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw. I was like, okay, all right. Think ice. And starts to cast banishment on you. And clearly this is in a hurry. He's
18.
as he fires it off, there's a sense of suggestion trying to pull your body away, and it does not go. As you remain in the plane, and you just hear a loud "fuck" from this warlock who was not able to banish you, leaving us to Taslin.
So I see all that happening.
Thank God for
Just like-
bless.
This real Michael Scott asshole, kind of
Yeah.
like try to banish him.
And I'm gonna call down to that dude and be like, hey, why don't you play with somebody on your own class? And I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the archer that's running away from me, and then I'm gonna send 2 of them down to him.
Okay.
So let's see. First attack roll is an 18 to hit.
Who are you attacking first?
The archer first.
Archer, yeah.
Literally, I'm like pewing while I'm
Yeah.
saying that, hey, maybe pick on somebody of your
Like,
own class.
hey,
Finger guns.
and bow, Archer down.
Yeah, we'll see. So that's 18 to hit the archer.
They're dead.
Okay.
They just scatter
Don't
across
even
them.
don't even roll for damage. Okay.
They had
So-
1 hit point.
I see. So 17. That would be 17 plus 9 is 26.
6.
Yeah.
26 to hit?
Yep.
Yep.
That is a 13. So plus 9, 26. 22. 22. 22.
Jesus.
22 damage?
No, 22 to hit.
For the second one, too.
Oh, yeah.
So
Both hit.
now I'm gonna roll damage.
All right. And after you roll the damage, we'll take the damage. But after the first hit, he's going to, as a reaction, Fiendish Rebuke and curse at you just wildly as the first one hits. So you'll have a save to make after the
Okay.
the
Well,
first one.
25 points of damage.
25 total?
Yep.
Okay. Almost gone. But within the first hit, he sends you recognize it immediately as he's just like smack, and he's like Voshla Dubaga or whatever, and reacts with a Fiendish Rebuke. So a Constitution saving throw.
I think I can counterspell that. Maybe. Should I? Meh.
Is it a spell?
Yes.
Fiendish Rebuke?
Yep.
Neat.
Because I used to have it, but I'll do it. 18.
18 does save, so 11 necrotic. As just your barrage of hits
Oh,
against
necrotic, not fire, huh?
Nope, necrotic. So then, as that ends your turn, Barnok's going in for another hit before Feder with his legendary action. He's willing to just start tanking blows back and forth with you here. Let's do this. That would be an 11. Feder, your turn. As he comes in, he trips it up a little bit. He's not as steady-footed on the Hellhound's corpse as he would have thought or would have liked. Feder, you're up. You see this dumbass warlock guy starting to mess with these idiots. He's beyond his depth, but he's doing some damage still.
So bonus action, insightful fighting on him. 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that just means I can do sneak attack. So I'm gonna.
Yes, you. It's good.
Okay, I'm still. Is he? Because he moved away. Am I 60 feet? I feel like I'm 60 feet.
Yeah, it's like 45 away from you.
Okay.
You're talking about the warlock?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not moving yet.
He's also not doing very well, as far as you can see.
Okay, so that is a 23 to hit.
That does hit.
My sneak attacks.
Snorkadork.
34 points of damage.
You get him real dead as you
Cool.
get one right. As he happens to just like, I got one off right in the temple. Just
Thunk.
Yeah.
he goes down.
Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to toss another dagger at the Hellhound.
Okay.
Gonna let Yewsiff have his duel with Barnok, but
The heck puppy.
he's not playing fair.
Heck.
Oh heck puppy.
Oh, this might not actually do it. Let's see. Even with the bless, that's a 2 and a 1, so that's 3, and 4 is nope. So it's like 7 to hit.
Nope.
So I just throw ping, 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 ping. And I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. After your turn, Barnok's going again with another great sword attack on Yewsiff. He's going to attack you for 25 to hit.
To hit?
Yep. That's another 12 damage. As he comes in, just time. Oh, you could have come willingly! And then the scout will kind of seize, let's see, where their boss is occupied. They seem fine. They're going to move on to the ledge. They're like, I think we got this, Taslin person.
It's adorable. You're about to become a stain.
16 to hit? Taslin, 16 to hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
6 piercing damage as they fire an arrow down the path of this walkway. And they're like, I got one!
This is going to be like Iron Man versus the tank.
Yep. And then we end the round with Barnok's turn. 1, 24 to hit, and 21 to hit.
Okay.
And that would be 24 damage as he comes in with his two great sword strikes for his turn. You could have come willingly. Yewsiff, you're up.
You seem to be real stuck on that point. Okay. I'm done fucking around.
And you all would have seen too that just Barnok's been just getting hit after hit. They're trading hits back and forth and lots of damage flying.
20 hit him?
20 does, yep.
Okay. So that's the first hit. And so 20 hit the second one definitely does. Okay.
I've got my damage tally up.
You called down the thunder, well now you've got it. We're gonna do fuck this clown shoe. Smite. That's a 2. That gets rerolled. That's a 1 and a 2. Those get rerolled too. For a lot. Okay. The first hits him for 55 points of damage.
Nice.
Oh boy!
That's a great hit. You cleave into him and you're starting to take a big chunk out of him and he's you're starting to see the wear and tear as he's receiving more damage than he seems to be dishing out, and that's perplexing him.
43 points for the second hit.
Oh boy.
As he says,
Now he's in rough shape.
I am home. You go back to yours and tell them, don't send anything else, or I'm going to keep it here.
And that's your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. He'll respond in kind with another like, ah! Great sword attack. 23 to hit.
Hit.
12.
Okay.
The hound. Let's see if it gets to. Nope, it doesn't recharge. It's gonna come in for its bite attack. Only an 18.
Okay.
It's trying to gnaw on the same spot, but it's not doing anything. Warlock's dead. Taslin, you're up. You've just been shot by one of the remaining archers, who they seem pleased that they shot you. They got you. They think they got a handle on this.
They look fairly whole and healthy. Yes, correct.
Yes, relatively untouched by the battle so far. Safely sniping.
Well,
I'm trying to find out if it's a freezing ghost to hold your pussy.
Yeah. I am going to pull out Cass.
Oh shit!
Yep.
God.
We're gonna shing my deadly ass sword here as it sits there in my head going Mwah.
Yes. You
and-
rang.
I'm gonna so as I'm moving up to the archer, I'm pulling Cass out.
So you get
And
about
then-
30 there.
And then I am going to
She's still coming at me with a
frick,
sword.
frick, 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 frick. Oh my god. Why do I keep trying to touch the screen? And then I am going to, with my free hand, summon a lash of lightning and go to strike it around this person's ankle.
Okay.
I hope you pull
They-
him into you. Oh my God.
They
this will be
need to
great.
give me a strength check.
Strength check. And 17?
Just makes it.
Oh, yeah. They live a little longer. They have a moment to be like, I regret everything.
So they don't get pulled towards me, but they are going to take damage.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Oh no, how much damage? Ouch. Ow. Ouch.
20 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Poof.
Lightning damage. Yeah.
It goes to pull it towards you and it just pops like a tick.
Yep. You pull her leg off. Yeah, for sure. And she falls down and cracks her head and dies.
Okay.
So she doesn't got this at all. Before Feder's turn, instead of attacking with the sword, Barnok's eyes are going to flare, and his form is going to alter into more of a scary face. And I need you to do a wisdom saving throw.
Is he casting a spell?
He seems to be
me?
taking on a form that seems to be larger and more infernal.
So he's not casting a spell?
No.
Okay. Because I get an attack of opportunity on that because I took Mage Slayer. I'm just checking. John.
It doesn't seem to be a casting. It seems to be more of a
Got
thing
it.
trying to cause a status of fright.
Oh, he's trying to scare me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't work. I'm a paladin. It's adorable, though. It's like
He
you
is.
didn't read the dossier.
That would be his...
You said it was a charisma saving throw?
No, wisdom.
Oh, wisdom. 25.
25. You save against it. And then it's Feder's turn.
I laugh at him. I go, I'm not afraid of you.
And then you just hear from, he's afraid of me, brah.
He just points. Correct.
Because if it gets to my turn, I very well may use my other worldly guise, which
Oh, God.
would be fun.
Yeah.
He is in a kind of a berserker rage at the moment. That's kind of where he's sitting.
Cool.
Because, yeah,
'Cause
he's
pissed.
after Feder, so...
I go to reach for 2 daggers because I've thrown like 4 daggers in this fight, and I realized that the 2 that I would pull, I handed to the drow, and because I've got my nice fancy daggers, and I'm like, motherfucker. So I'm gonna hop off the roof and then just slink 60 feet to the other way, to the dead wizardy warlocky friend.
Yeah.
But I
Pull
do
him out of his temple.
Yeah, I'm gonna like, but pretty much like take me one. If I've got the movement, I'll be like pretty much over his body, right? Like on
Like
top
that?
of him. Yeah, just so
There
I
you go.
can get.
Yeah, you're on him.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna. The movement is because this is happening really quick. I pretty much like run down, grab it by the handle, and then just in one motion rip it out, and then throw it again at
Okay.
the Hellhound.
Okay.
Who's in? Because I was double move to dash, so I only get one shot at this. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna grab it and wing it. Who is in melee with my dear friend Yewsiff, which gives me advantage, which
Nice.
means I get to do all my things.
Yewsiff slightly leans to the left as he sees what Fetter's doing. He's just
Naruto run.
Okay, so Bless is coming into here. So let's see, that is 8, 11, and 15 to hit.
15 just hits. 15 just hits.
Baby.
shit on its chest.
Snork a torque. 26 points of damage to the Hellhound.
The Hellhound is in a rough shape.
And then I'm just going to kind of crouch over that body and then, like, scoop up my other 3 daggers. And still just I'm going to try to, as a free action, just try to, again, make eye contact with Yewsiff. He's probably, like, deep in it, but
Yeah.
I'm going to let him do his thing until I get the sense this tide turns.
Barnok, after all this, says through seething teeth, he will never stop hunting you. I gave you a chance to make this easy.
He who?
And he comes in for his 2 attacks. Be 28
Hit.
and 24.
Hit.
12. As he comes in, he doesn't elaborate on the he, but that was like a capital H sort of he. Mm-hmm. Yewsiff, your turn. As he's traded his blows and given you kind of the score as he sees it, what do you do?
First attack. Yeah, first attack's going to be on the Hellhound.
Oh.
Yes. Hit.
Yes, you do hit.
A lot. 34 points of damage.
Check this out. You knock that thing dead.
Okay. And then the second one is going to be on him. God for this bless. Or plus 8 plus 14 is 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
Okay.
Oh boy.
These back. No, wait. No, yeah. 34 points of damage.
Not bad. He's still standing, but he is struggling under the amount of hits you're giving. He's doing damage to you, but it's not wearing you down nearly as much as it is wearing him down, and he is not doing so good.
And then for my bonus and free action, I'm going to drink that healing potion for 15 points.
And before Tazlin's turn, he's going to roar and try to attack you again, using the remaining legendary action, or the legendary actions this round, mainly for just to try to attack you. Natural 1, as it lands next to you and misses. Tazlin, you're up.
So as this sword lands next to him and misses, I am going to Misty Step over next to him and literally have
There.
like my boot on his sword where it's in the ground.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do
Snicker snack.
an uppercut with Cass. So hold on, let me...
Oh.
Fiendish Dr. Wu! You done fucked up now! Don't forget you can add a d4 to that still, if you need to,
Okay, yes.
for the attack. I got 2 rounds left on it.
So that's
Fucking bless for the win. That bless kept me from being
Oh yeah.
deported.
25
25 does
to
hit.
hit. Okay.
25 does hit.
I rolled 16 and it gave me a 2. I was like, oh, God, I hope 18's enough. Fuck. I've been talking a lot of smack this fight. I really don't want to go.
So he is going to take. Why does it have that? Oh, I see. He's gonna take 15 points of necrotic damage.
15?
Yep.
15, okay. Not the end, but getting close. As he's starting to just wear down, like he's looking through eyes that are bloodied, and he's holding the sword down. He is weak. He's going to try with disadvantage to use another legendary action after to sword you. But towards Taslin, who's holding the sword.
Who's standing on his sword? Yeah.
Yeah. He rolled an 11
I've got
as his
Captain
lowest.
Morgan on
Yeah.
this sword. He probably hits me.
11 with the plus, it ends up being 20.
Oh yeah.
Due to the hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Be great to just
So 12.
flip you
Oh yeah.
like a burger on a skillet. Just
He does yell out another bloodied roar as he pulls his sword up and uses it as the momentum to attack and hits you for 12. As he knocks you off and uses the momentum of it to carry the blade across and slice. And Feder. He's got like one more left.
I am going to.
I just like as he's coming across to slice me, I'm bringing Cass up to kind of like essentially keep the blow from being too terrible, and then also kind of like lock his sword with mine. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna just very slowly walk up behind Barnok,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go. You done fucked up, friend. You're in your little clown shoe squad. I highly suggest that you leave Yewsiff alone from now on. I'm gonna hold both attacks because I figure that this is Yewsiff's fight to kill, but I'm standing by to just shank the shit out of this guy if things go sideways.
And make his 2 attacks on Yewsiff, or try 2. That's technically disadvantage. 18s across the board, both attacks.
Nope.
Taslin's disruption of the momentum caused him to miss. He didn't quite get enough angle or enough strength to push through. Yewsiff, it is your turn. As he is holding it down, his eyes are glaring hatred, pure hatred, and purpose of either bringing you in or killing you.
I just look right at you and I'm like, it's all you, buddy.
But he's not going to back down. He is almost as rabid as his hellhounds,
Yeah.
but somehow more pitiable than they are in this moment.
What is it to move someone? Is it a opposed strength check?
What are you trying to shove?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you. Yeah, it's strength. It's strength. It's opposed strength.
Yeah.
He could use his dex as well, but why would he do that?
Well, I have currently a plus 10 to my... or a plus 7 to my strength. Or sorry. Yeah, I have a plus 7 to my strength. So I'm just going to kick him onto the daggers that Feder has
Okay.
lined up.
Oh yeah, just like kick him back into the daggers.
So contested, yeah.
It's a 19 on the die, John.
19 on die. What's it add up to?
26.
26. He rolled a 19 on his die, which is a 24.
Oh, just non-Pooh Bear hoofing it into oblivion.
Yeah.
So Yewsiff moves the sword out of the way and, like, hoofs him onto Feder's daggers. And, like, as he's fading away, I'm guessing this kills him. As he's fading away, I'm just going to push his sword down to the ground and away from him. So it stays here.
Oh, okay.
And be like, you know what you don't learn about in the hells? Friendship. And I just watch him leave.
And he goes in the way that the devils go. You've seen it on the material plane.
Mm-hmm.
He gets sent back, almost like a reverse of time, just turning back the clock real fast, rotting away or fast forwarding the
I was
running
gonna say,
process.
he turns into a little baby.
Yeah. Wrong direction.
And then I kick that baby.
Wrong direction. He fast forwards.
Benjamin buttons it right into oblivion with a fucking hoof print on his forehead.
And goes back to his home a failure, leaving his weapon.
Well, that was a gas. Sorry about the end there, friend. Wasn't sure if there was some sort of weird honor duel or thing that needed to happen, but he didn't seem to want to make it a fair fight, so
No,
fuck it.
I wasn't planning on it anyway because there's no reason to with them. I'm going to sheath my sword and pick his up and wrap it in something.
Okay. I mean, his
Is it just a regular sword or is it?
just a great sword. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, carved and designed to fit his liking.
Gang, it has been an exceptionally long day. Do we want to stop by for some food on the way home? And
That sounds lovely.
head to Hoos? What do we think? Taz? Hoos or any other place we'd rather go?
Yes, Hoos. Yes. Yes.
You guys can go to Hoos. I'm going back to the carnival.
Oh, Mysterium? Yeah,
Oh, right. Yeah, why wouldn't we?
sure. Probably get better food there,
Well,
too.
we should go and ask them to meet them halfway and see what we can do to help at all. Thank you for that potion.
Yeah, of course.
But,
And I'll kind of come under. I'll see. You're pretty rough, right? What are you hit point wise?
I'm at 40.
Oh, okay. So you're looking pretty.
Because I
that's
took that
still-
potion, so I was taking half damage the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every 12 was a 6. But
Yeah. He was getting. He was getting.
Hey.
I was down to 25.
I'll throw
And then I
my
dropped that potion in.
my very frail, lithe arm under you to try to steady you a bit and be like, "All right, Taz, lead on."
And yeah, you guys make your way to the Mengen, the Lar, and the Carnival Mysterio.
Mangadalar.
Megadalar.
Mangadalar. Mangadalar.
Ouch.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, those potions came in handy, huh? I wonder if this solves all of Yewsiff's problems, or if he'll encounter an infernal ramifications at an inconvenient time later. Who knows? Wait, I know. But I'm not going to say. At least not today. Come back again soon, and I'll reveal all kinds of dramatic goodness from these demon days.
What's the login?
Oh yeah. Huh. Whew.
Ha!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let's see.
Are we picking up that plane?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, now we definitely are.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Why am I trying to touch the screen? This is not my iPad. This
Beep
is
boop.
my Mac.
Beep boop
Correct.
bop boop boop.
Bop, boop, beep. Beep, bop.
Oh, I completely missed damage.
6 points.
6 points. Thank you. Completely missed it. I wasn't paying attention.